all of you. So group discussion is a part of your now interview process in IOCL. So I'm recording a couple of group discussion topics which are very relevant currently. And one of the topic is the relevance of United Nations. So what we have seen in recent days, what is happening in Afghanistan, US forces are now leaving Afghanistan, and Taliban is overtaking, and there can be human right violations, that particular thing. So this United Nations as a body, global body, which was created in 1945, there's a question whether United Nations is even relevant or not. So the purpose for which it was created, it is even relevant or not. Now let me discuss this particular topic with you, and we will go forward and we will understand what is the meaning and implication, what is the implications of this. So the topic of GD can be relevance of United Nations, right? And in the relevance, first, this is the only topic. This is the generic topic he will give you, and in that topic, then what we will start with is in the introduction part. For this GD topic can be, and the introduction has to be for 2 minutes, not more than 2 minutes, and you can initiate your discussion something like this. Good morning, friends. My name is Vijendra, and I initiate the discussion here. And let me introduce all of you to the topic given to us today for the discussion. The topic is relevance of United Nations. It's a very generic topic and very important topic to be discussed, and it is relevant forever. But presently, it is more in news because of what is happening in, Afghanistan, Taliban overtaking Afghanistan, and because of the pandemic going on and China not listening to rest of the world. So because of that, this relevance of United Nations is in question. In my opinion, we should discuss this entire topic in three broad categories. Number one, why was United Nations created? What was the objectives? And are the reasons for which United Nations was created, are reasons still there today? So if the reasons still exist, that means United Nations still is relevant. Second is, has United Nations fulfilled the objective for which it was created? So it was created in 1945, so it is almost 76 years now. So has it fulfilled the objective? And if not, what can be done? How can we can reform United Nations so that it fulfills the objectives? Now, with this, I open the house for the discussion among all of you, and you have very good points to be given. So let's start the discussion. That way, you open the discussion. So starting, which I always tell you, like give some kind of direction to the discussion. So this can be the direction to the discussion. Now, the moment the discussion starts, the body part of 10 minutes, that is main body part, that 10 minutes discussion, we can have on the same these broad categories. Why was United Nations created after World War II? The main purpose why it was created was to prevent the World War, Third World War, to maintain the international peace, security, to promote the international cooperation among various countries, and to promote the well-being of the people. So have these objectives been fulfilled? Answer is yes and no, both. Yes, in the sense that there are so many specialized domains, so many specialized agencies of United Nations, and in those specialized agencies, this objective has been fulfilled. So this purpose, the relevance, the objective of the United Nations is even more today, because now there are new challenges which were not there in 1945. The new challenges are global terror, terrorism, climate change, growing intolerance among new communities, China showing its hegemony, the new world order, pandemics, so they are the new challenges. So to overcome these challenges, United Nations is even more relevant today. But has it served the purpose? Now, answer is yes and no, both. If you take about various specialized agencies as like World Health Organization, UNICEF, United Nations Human Rights Commission, refugee bodies, World Trade Organization, United Nations has done marvelous in that. In the domain of peacekeeping, wherever there is a fight going on, United Nations peacekeeping forces go there, take care of the refugees. That is what it has done. Under the umbrella of United Nations, many countries have come together to basically give some kind of protection to the people in distress. Even presently in Afghanistan, what is happening? Many countries came forward and provided some kind of refuge to the people of Afghanistan. But then there are so many problems this United Nations is suffering from. like America countries like permanent members of United Nations, they are not actually listening to United Nations resolutions. America, when waged the war against Iraq, and for that matter Afghanistan, did not listen to United Nations. China is not listening to United Nations. Israel is not listening to United Nations. So all these countries are not listening to United Nations. So if permanent members are not listening to United Nations, who else will listen? Veto power is something which is highly being misused. China has misused its veto in favor of Pakistan and terrorism many times. So for their own vested interest, they are using the veto powers. US has also misused the veto powers many times. So all these countries are misusing the veto powers. That is another challenge, and that is another reason why United Nations has not served its purpose. Now how can United Nations be reformed? You need to reform it as per New World Order. In 1945, India was still not independent nation. 1947, we got independent, and today we are new country. We are among the top economies of the world, top defense forces in the world, top research institute of the world. So India has become a very significant country. Not only India, there are other countries also like South Africa, Japan, Brazil, which nowadays have significant role to play. But under the United Nations system, they still do not enjoy that particular role, that particular value. So yes, we need to basically bring more countries on board so that we can fight the global challenges together. If you ask me what are the main challenges world is basically facing nowadays today, that is terrorism and climate change. And to control countries like China, we need to basically make United Nations very, very strong. So to conclude, I think conclusion will be on the basis of your discussion. But to conclude, yes, United Nations is relevant, in fact, even more relevant. But we need to reform it. We need to make it more purposeful, more logical, more strong. And for that, we need to bring more countries on board so that it becomes truly representative country for the global order. I think this is how we can proceed it, and we can proceed forward and represent this. Hope you understood this. Take this document and prepare well. Thank you.